Day 21. So day 20, I did not make a video. I actually went out in public while I had been experiencing a lot of depression. I was having a lot of overwhelming emotional feelings. And I really wasn't sure why. I didn't really have a reason. And so I went out and was around my friends and literally felt like I was going to cry when I first got there because I was so overwhelmed with emotion. And there was not an explanation, which was confusing. And have you ever felt that sort of thing? And it's just, there's no real reason for it. Um, okay, so what happened was I tried to just enjoy myself and keep myself open, but I started to feel insecure about what I was saying or how I looked or the people around me or just all these ridiculous thoughts. And so I started talking to myself internally and saying, these are your friends and they love you and you're okay and you're safe, and really talking to God inside of myself, talking to my inner Jesus and saying, Lord, help me. Literally in prayer, right there in the club, Lord, help me, because I don't want to be afraid. I don't want to feel anxiety and fear around my friends and the people that I love. And if you experience anxiety and depression, you know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, don't judge us. Don't think that we're broken or stupid, because these are real things that we deal with. And so what happened was I just started sort of opening up, but not too much, to my friends. Like, they'd come up and be like, how are you? And I would just be like, I'm good, I'm here. I mean, this is cool, and I tried not to fake it, right? Because we have that habit where we fake that we're happy or we fake that we're having a good time. And I chose not to. I didn't complain. I wasn't a negative Nancy, because that's also sort of annoying, right? When you have that one friend that's like, well, I'm still just sad. And even the people who are experiencing the anxiety and depression at that time are like, oh God, here we go. And so not that. I was just in that moment, not trying to fake it. And what happened is I really feel like God helped me because all of these moments, I just kept my faith and I kept breathing, because I've been reading Ephesians 4, 5, and 6, and I've been reading about the whole armor of God. And if you will read about the whole armor of God, it's really, really awesome. And, it talks about having a shield of faith. It talks about having a belt of truth, feet of peace, helmet of salvation. There's just all these different parts. Sword of the Spirit is like what to be God's promises to you. And so I was like, okay, shield of faith. Shield of faith is activating around me, and it's protecting me from any fiery darts that could come my way that could hurt me or scare me. And I held that. Sort of like you would in a meditation where you may hold a visualization. I held a visualization of this shield of faith around me that was protecting me. Nothing was going to hurt me. It was okay. And honestly, I do have a little bit of anxiety still about being in public after being a part of the shooting downtown and experiencing that here in Dallas. There is still a part of me that's a little scared about being in public. It's crazy and it's embarrassing to admit it. But it's true, because part of me is like, if somebody came up with a gun right now, let's see. Okay, we would, and it's sad that we're having to get to the point where we're doing this, but we are, right? And guys, don't feel bad about it and don't feel embarrassed, okay? It's okay, but we can't let this fear overpower us. That's the thing. And so I'm going to say that God really blessed me, because a woman came up and started talking to me and sharing with me, and she says, I was there that night during the shooting, and this is the first person that has come up to me and actually talked to me about it and also experienced it. And so I said, oh my God, can I please hear your experience? And she said she shared hers, I shared mine, and I had a therapy session right here in the middle of this club outside anyway, and we had a therapy session. And I said, I needed this so much. Thank you. And thank you, God. I needed that moment. And then I started, these walls just started coming down, and I felt God was there with me, because God is always with us. And always there, and we can always call on him. He is always with us. When we believe and we have that faith, God is with us, okay? And so then miraculous, awesome things started happening. I started having conversations that I hadn't had in so long, with people that I would probably normally be afraid to talk to because of my anxiety. Isn't it crazy? Nobody thinks that I am like this. Everybody thinks I am so brave and confident. And I'm embarrassed that I'm going to post this online. So somebody please high five me. And if you experience this kind of thing, it's okay, and you're not alone. And to my friends who deal with this by using drugs and alcohol, you do not have to. I am telling you as a friend, and I love you, if you are having to face these kind of things and you're using drugs and alcohol, even though I look like I'm struggling, okay, we're struggling together. And we can do this sober. I was sober last night, and I faced the pain, and I spoke through it, and I prayed through it. 6-minute video. I'm not trying to talk forever. I also had an amazing conversation. I met somebody who's going to help me so much in my meditation. Last night, I ended up having a 30-minute, 40-minute conversation with a man who he composes meditation music, and he shared so many amazing things with me, and by the end of the night I felt so blessed, and I was up late and I had pancakes, and I am so happy, and I love you. Thank you for walking with me. And one more thing. Oh my God, okay, one last thing. Going on 7 minutes. Thank you for staying with me. There are some young women following us. They are in high school and they are following us, and they don't have Facebooks, but they're following us. And ladies, I'm going to tell you right now, young women, we are with you. Thank you for following us. Thank you for meditating with us. We are changing the world from ourselves, the inside out. I love you guys. Bye.